win and search and destroy, they have a 5-to-1 win ratio. Scum sits upon this, could be a team-wide play! Off the game, he goes to the lead!
Yeah, you know, they never really got any control.
Time to clutch up for both teams. They've got the top locked down. Stairs being watched in the back, and that is a huge two-piece.
Time is ticking. Oh, Setsa! He's just gonna come up. Okay, by a second! Setsa! Unbelievable play!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of The Cast Off. Chris Bucket joined by Benson and Mr. X here in the studio. Thank you, Ben.
Yeah.
And
I do what I can.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a high-pitched screech. We're going into the second semifinals yesterday. We sent 2 players to the North American Regional Finals. Who came out on top?
I was really excited because both me and you were pretty amped up about Fox the Don managing to win the community vote yesterday. Did it by just 5 votes. It was a pretty close one. Chance actually we put through as the 3 judges, but he was second in that community poll as well. So good to see, you know, the 3 judges thinking similar to the community.
Yeah, really excited for these 2 guys. Fox the Don killed it in his play call. He did a little bit of uplink on Biolab, and we saw really impressive stuff from Chance. This was something I was really shocked by because in the original cast during the submission period, Chance was pretty good, but he was kind of quiet. He paced himself quite a bit, which you need to do in Search and Destroy, but I was worried about would he be able to bring the energy. In his second cast, he mentioned that he's been practicing all week long, casting over some of the YouTube videos we have up on youtube.com/MLGCOD, and he got himself prepared. He brought the energy in a much better cast during the live session. I was really impressed with his stuff, and really, I originally went with Maze. You guys won me over with Chance, and I originally argued I don't think he could do the play-by-play. He proved that to me yesterday, Matt.
Something interesting to note, you know, we were trying to collect some data this morning. Chance did not even have a Twitter until today.
It's true.
I can't believe that.
So
the guy trended in North America.
Didn't even know.
And didn't have a Twitter.
He's like, what's trending? Is that good?
But I think that shows. I mean, he was extremely good yesterday, but still, you know, he has so much to learn about, you know, the game, the community, just overall about Call of Duty. I think, you know, that's his second live time casting. I think it'd only get better from there.
Yeah, and he was really strong when we compared everyone to on game knowledge. I think he and Fox were the clear top 2 guys from yesterday.
Yeah, without a doubt.
I'm excited for today's semifinal though. And if you missed yesterday's, let's take a look at how today's semifinal is going to work. A little bit different to the submission shows. We're going to pair up the contestants. They're already paired up. We tried to pick as good a pair as we possibly could. And then the contestants are going to be tested on their game knowledge and COD esports trivia. You answer the questions wrong, though, your opponent will have the chance to steal.
Yes, and then we're going to go into the, you know, gameplays. Obviously, the duos are going to cast with each other. Community is going to vote for one contestant to go to the finals. And then, obviously, we're going to have, you know, one vote to go to the finals as well. So that'll get us our 4 semifinalists going to the U.S. Regional.
And, of course, yeah, we said it on yesterday's show, the breaking news, the big update. MLG, the top management, approved my request. Instead of just doing an online final show, we are going to send all 4 of our finalists to Columbus next weekend to perform at the 2015 Call of Duty Championships presented by Xbox there at the North American Regional Finals. So really excited to see these guys getting an opportunity to not only cast in front of our audience once again, but to be able to do it in a live event, sitting side by side. That's truly going to tell us who are the best of the best. So speaking of the best of the best, so far we have 2 guys going through. We have 6 semifinalists. Let's take a look at our contestants on the day. Of course, we're going to see Gizmo and Jamie Ruiz. Those guys, pretty strong stuff. Jamie came through in the second semifinals, was a very narrow pick. Didn't know whether or not we were going to go with him. In the end, we decided, you know, we really wanted to send him through. Pretty powerful stuff. And Gizmo, very, very strong intro video. He was able to bring the hype in that. Do we have the card? Well, let's bring it up for all of our contestants for the day. Here is a look at Gizmo. You can see he's on-air meteorologist. He's got that experience being in front of the camera. Also passionate about Counter-Strike and League of Legends, so a well-rounded esports fan who follows multiple scenes.
His cast definitely impressed me greatly. You know, he had that broadcasting knowledge, that broadcasting background. Definitely, he excelled greatly. I think him and Rudy T looked really good during that, you know, first cast.
Worth mentioning, a couple of other people will be seen today. Valen, the rap god, will be making an appearance in today's show, as will Smiting NA. those two being paired up together, I'm pretty excited about that one.
Yeah, Valen, one of the best casts that we saw in our submission shows. Smiting was on the fence, though. Didn't know if we were going to send him through. He ended up making it here into our final 14. And then, of course, we had two more. Rudy T.
Yes.
Very strong S&D cast. We saw his stuff on Terrace. Great calls, lots of energy. He's got the experience working behind the scenes and in front of the camera in sports broadcast, traditional sports. Also, you know, he's been a Call of Duty fan for a long time, and he brought the hype in his play calls.
Also, the former mascot for the Miami U, the Hurricanes. He was the Duck for a while.
And he's going to be casting today alongside Fatten as well, who was a caster who kind of impressed me a little bit, not going to lie. I think it was more me trying to push him through, if I remember correctly. I think you two kind of had some issues.
I thought he was pretty solid.
He just had a few flubs in the hardpoint cast, but it was definitely the hardest of the three.
Yeah, he said something that was incorrect, I think. I can't remember exactly.
Not a huge deal, but either way, those are our 6 semifinalists for today, but we actually had some news right before the show kicked off. We had an issue with one of our contestants. Rudy T was unable to get an Xbox One, and he had to remove himself from the semifinals. He will not be a contestant on today's show. So that left us with 5 people. We need to pair them up in groups of 2. So what did I do? I brought back the guy from yesterday who had the next most fan votes as well as the next most votes from us internally. Maze's Realm is going to be our 6th contestant on the day. He has a second chance here to make it to our final. So here is a look. Rudy T getting replaced by Maze's Realm. Maze's Realm, do you think he's got a chance today, Matt?
I think he does have a chance. His cast impressed me yesterday. I just thought, Chance was that much better. I thought, Chance and Fox really stood out yesterday. And I know it's kind of unfortunate, Rudy not able to get that Xbox, be able to do this, because I thought Rudy was very good the other day.
I was really impressed with what we saw from Rudy. Big shame he wasn't able to get that Xbox. Who knows? If we do this show again, hopefully he can get himself an Xbox.
Yeah.
All right, well, we're going to be starting things off with Gizmo and Jamie. Let's go ahead and bring on our contestants live here. Those are your 6 semifinalists. But to kick things off for our first cast-off, we got to start it off with Gizmo. Gizmo, are you there?
I am here. How you doing, guys?
We're doing awesome. It looks like you brought in a new microphone for today's cast. You got the tie ready to go. How you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good. I'm excited to get going. I've been looking forward to it all day.
I'm excited to see you cast. I was impressed with what I saw from your intro video, your submission.
Well, thank
loved
you,
the play-by-play. Loved it. So I'm hoping, going into a Detroit uplink game, you're going to be able to bring that same energy. And as well, something that we kind of touched on yesterday a lot, try and make sure you're not interrupting your duo partner, because we saw a lot of that yesterday. So hopefully you guys can kind of learn from yesterday's mistakes.
Gizmo, you've been practicing it all.
Ooh, I have been practicing a little bit. I've been going into lobbies with bots, and if you've ever tried to cast over bots, it's a little bit of a struggle. So I've been kind of looking at YouTube videos and going off of that route. It's going to be a little different, not driving with the controller, but I think it'll work out. I'm pretty confident in Dirk and I.
Good. That sounds good. And speaking of Dirk, he's going to be the 2nd contestant for the first part of today's show. Jamie, you there?
Yes, I am.
Hey, how are you doing today, Jamie?
I'm doing mighty fine. How are you guys doing?
Doing pretty good. Pretty good.
Are you busting out the faux hawk for today?
Whatever, my hair.
That's respectable. That's respectable. I respect that.
Heck yeah, looking good. Jamie, we gave you a little bit of a knock in your submission video. A little bit of cheesy line, but you tried to add humor. We like that about you, but it was really your cast that sold us. So what are you thinking today coming into the semifinals? We know you watched the show yesterday. What are you going to try and improve on what you saw from some of the other casters last night?
Just a lot of the stuff that you guys kind of said that a lot of other casters didn't pick up on. I kind of went back and kind of studied over some things in terms of classes, kill streaks, along those lines. So a lot of that stuff as well, and I'm bringing the play-by-play as well as the analysis.
All right, now we need to get this officially from you, because in our graphics we're going to go with Jamie today. But if you go through to the North American Regional Finals as one of our 4 finalists, what name do you think you'll be picking as your caster alias?
I definitely prefer Dirk. I actually find it really weird when people within the gaming community call me by my first name, even though it's my Twitter handle and everything like that. But a lot of people just know me by Dirk, D2K Nowitzki, whatever it is. But yeah, Dirk would probably be the alias I'd go with.
I like it. Dirk's a good one. Yeah, when people call me Chris, I'm like, who are you talking to? Oh, me. Yeah, gotcha. I know that guy. Well, enough about you guys. Let's get into the trivia. Ben.
Hey, I'm a fan of
This is
trivia.
Ben's favorite
This
part
is my
of the
best
entire
part of the
show.
day. Honestly, making the trivia questions has been awesome. I'm assuming both of you kind of saw yesterday the format of the show. We're going to ask you all 3 questions, one based on Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, one on a bit of history, and one more on the competitive side of AW as well. So, Gizmo, we picked you to go first, my friend. Good luck. Have fun.
All right.
All right, now, Gizmo, I'm going to need you to answer in 5 seconds. I'm going to be counting it down here in the studio on my fingers, and we're kicking it off right away. Overcharged does what to your exo ability?
It extends your exo ability.
All right, and give me a second thing that's that.
Also, when you're
Overcharge
doing a
does.
boost jump, it'll stun the enemy.
Ooh, good. I'm glad he got that one. That was kind of a
Gizmo coming out with
curveball.
fire.
Curveball, question mark. Good show.
Good stuff. He answered them both. I got another question. This one is going to go to Dirk, a.k.a. Jamie. Jamie, laser sights do what?
They increase the accuracy of the gun for hip fire.
Boom! Nailed it.
All right.
I think that might be the first time
Better
that
start-
both people got the
Better
first 2
start than
questions right.
yesterday.
All
You
right.
guys already filling me confidence. All right, Gizmo.
Oh, boy.
Oh, yeah. You already know my questions aren't the easiest. Over to
Are you ready for a European question?
It's not European, although it isn't
okay.
a US question, that's for sure. All right, Gizmo. Name the Australian team that shocked the world at the 2014 World Championship with a 5th place finish.
Was that Trident?
Correct.
Was indeed.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Trident T1 Daughters.
2 and 2.
Yep.
Jamie, over to you, my friend.
Alrighty.
At which event did Aches famously place his X Games silver medal on his Xbox whilst playing?
Oh, goodness. MLG Anaheim.
That is incorrect. Gizmo, you have the chance to steal.
I do not know this one. I'll be honest with you.
The event was Anaheim. The medal was bronze.
It's a trick question.
Ben
That's so
got you
mean.
with the trick question.
So mean.
Give Jamie the point
No,
for that.
no,
He nailed
no.
Anaheim.
No.
Gets a half a point.
Well,
No,
wait, you
no,
gave Gizmo
no.
an easy question. You gave a
No.
trick
Chris
question to
Puckett is
Jamie.
the executive producer
No.
of this,
No.
and he awards
The question
Jamie a
was
point.
wrong. No point.
Scumbag Benson.
question was wrong.
Get it, hashtag,
No
get that
point.
one trending. All right, Matt, let's
That's
go to
just
real
absolutely
questions,
mean. Yeah,
please.
just real questions.
Yeah.
Gizmo, name the hills in order on retreat hardpoint.
Okay. On retreat hardpoint, first you have middle, which is underneath the awning. Second, you have turtle. Third, you have gold lobby. People call it pool lobby, some people. Fourth would then be down by bar. And then fifth would be top lobby or attic.
Nailed
Perfect.
it.
Crushed it. And then Dirk on the other side. Where are the uplink goals on Detroit?
It's going to be back Atlas, and then the other uplink goal is going to be right behind school.
Perfect.
Dude,
Okay.
I'm pumped for this cast. These
Is this
guys.
the
You guys are good. I feel
Hold on. If Puckett gives him that point, we have a bonus.
Yeah, we
question.
got
Oh my.
We got a bonus.
Fine.
question.
All right.
Scumbag Benson, you gonna give him a point?
I'll give you the point because I'm a nice guy and Puckett's
He earned
probably
it. He
going to
earned
fire me if I don't. So I kind of have that leeway. The way a tiebreaker works, the first person to say I know clearly will be asked the question. Obviously, if you get it wrong, it will be thrown over to the other person. Your tie-breaking question. What team did Karma win an event with during Ghosts other than EG and Cole?
I know.
Gizmo.
Phase?
Correct. You win the trivia.
Wow.
Gizmo, real
He
nice,
scared
huh?
me a little
Dude.
bit because he came out real quick with the I know, and then he was
It
kind
was
of
like a little hesitant.
do I
It was like,
actually know, or did I just say I know?
Right, yeah. I almost. Well, you know what? I liked my casting the first round. You guys said I need to study up, so I studied up.
I respect
I
it.
respect it.
Good man. No, honestly, those were not the easiest questions. I mean, my questions are always kind of, you should know.
If you
They're
don't
gonna
know
be perks
Puckett's
based.
questions, there's going to be some issues.
It's going to be a bad time. All right.
If you don't know what
but yeah.
things like how I do.
This is the first
Numbers
group
wrong.
that has kind of nailed it across the board. I mean, Dirk only getting caught up because you said the word silver in the middle of a sentence and he didn't pick
you
up on
need
it.
to listen clearly to the judges as they ask the questions.
Ben
That
asked
is what we
questions
If you
that I
could've none-
hated in school.
If you could enunciate in English, Ben, I'm just kidding.
Wow, really?
He's
It's
English.
like
No, it's not like that. But Gizmo, we're going to give you guys a chance to bring your A game. Jamie, go ahead and
right.
start it up. I do want to say hop hip Von. Okay, we booted one. There we go. Guys,
He's
please do
right
not
back.
join the lobby anymore. We're going to try and get a 4v4 in here. You guys constantly joining the lobby, causing
That seems a
issues
little bit
here.
of an issue.
But we're going to start this one up. Detroit uplink. Gizmo, I'm going to let you kick things off. Take it away. If it is a 5v4, just roll with it.
All right, that sounds good. Thanks, Puckett. You know, right now, Dirk, a couple of things heading into uplink that we're looking for. First, your OBJ player, hoping that they're running hardwire. Reason being with that, if you get EMP'd, you're only going to be able to do a 1-point throw. Now, 1-point throws are important, but if you can do the dunks, those are ideal. And without when you get EMP'd, dunks no longer possible.
Yeah, and something we also have to keep track of is that the preferred side in this map is actually going to be the Atlas side. This way, you have more ways of scoring. And on defense, you're going to spawn directly on your base. So it's going to make it a lot harder for the Sentinel side, which I believe we're still trying to get teams picked around here. I'm kind of confused on who's on what sides, everything like that. But that's really what we have to go for. We have to see how fast the Atlas team can really kick things off on the start and try to grab this lead in this first half of this uplink.
Yeah, absolutely. First things first, you need middle map control, and then probably secondly, school control. Really, no matter which side you're on, extremely important to be owning school and slaying that out from the start.
Yeah, for Atlas, that's especially going to be one of the big things, controlling that school area, because you have so many ways of scoring through that school. And even if you have good enough map control, you can take it up mid-map and try to go for 2, which we also see a lot happening. But no score so far. We're going to go ahead and jump on board with Shadow. He's going to be the ball carrier, going to throw it out the mid-map. Going to be rocking this ASM-1 right now, and he's just going to be actually using rapid fire on that with the quick draw grip. I mean, the foregrip, apologize, and then the advanced rifling as well. So, and he is running the hardwire, like you said, so that's going to come in handy for him.
Absolutely, that's smart, especially if he's going to be one of the people that's holding on to the ball. Here you have the Cornier on Puck's team trying to hold down the center Atlas. This is one of the spots that we were talking about. You really have to control the middle of the map, and right now Sentinel holding on the ball pretty well, but as I say that, a player taken down. Demon comes through. He's going to pick up that satellite drone right off the bat. Now it's going back to the Atlas side.
Yeah, definitely Dr. Evil going to try to get that throw up, but he is not going to be able to connect. So let's go on board with Proxerity. He's going to be the ball carrier. They're just going to throw it out of the map to reset that. And now if you do look at the map, there's going to be a player from this Atlas squad, the Mr. X team. They're going to be right there to pick up that ball. Now he just has to try to stay alive with a smart play by him. If you look at the map, the rotations, trying to go in the school, but he is going to be taken out. So back and forth game so far, and I'm kind of shocked that this Mr. X squad hasn't been able to get any. They have some strong pushes, but I'm surprised they haven't been able to tag on any points yet.
Yeah, you know, you see that play when you're kind of over there by the jump wall, and you'd like to have seen him wait for a teammate, or if not, throw the ball down, regenerate your health, and then maybe get into a gunfight if you have no other options. But when you're going one-on-one and the ball is your only weapon, not going to be ending well. You see Hitfon go down there as well. Demon running the IMR. Looks like he's going to have the ball thrown towards him, just trying to get some yardage as he holds back down these back trailers.
Yeah, definitely. So the Cornier is going to be the ball carrier right now, just trying to do his best to throw it out of the map, but they're able to slay him out, and Proxerity is going to be the one to pick up the ball, and again, he is going to reset. So like we said at the beginning of the game, this Atlas side is so much preferred because it's so much offensive. You're going to be able to put so much pressure on them, and you kind of have to force that reset. But doing that, you kind of you give them the ball basically, but just at a different point of the map, because depending on where the player is going to be from this Mr. X squad, they're going to be able to get that and try to make that push to school. But just like that, this Puckett team is going to go up on the board 1-0.
Yeah, Oracle getting the first points of the game with a nice little toss there. Sentinel really has controlled the satellite drone for the majority of the game. It's nice to finally see them gain a point. But as we say that, here's Dr. Evil from Mr. X's team, and he's trying to make a push right now. He's going through the middle of the street. You'd like to probably see, or no, he's wrapping it around, actually. You'd like to see him probably try and get some school control there. But as we say that, not only is the conventional play, but he's going to make it through trailers and then finally taken down at the last second. Now Paul goes back to the Sentinel team.
Yeah, that's the thing, especially with the random teams that we have here. We're not sure what the chemistry is all there and everything like that, so different players are going to have different strategies. But like we said, controlling that school side is going to be one of the biggest things if you really want to score. Pushing up that left side, you're going to force those players to spawn right on their goal, and making any chance of scoring there is going to be super hard to do. But right now, Proxerity is going to go ahead and dive in for that two-point play, but he is not going to get it. The ball is down. Oracle currently slaying out. The ball is still on the ground, and they're going to be able to take it in for 2 points. That is going to be Demon. Now 3-0 to this Puckett squad.
Yeah, you like seeing him come through to clean up that satellite drone. Proxerity really doing a good job off the rip, 13-6, and you also saw him get a lot of yardage on that satellite drone. He took it pretty much all the way to the base. Maybe you like to see him to do the one-point play there. It worked out for him this time. As we start to see another, a two-point play come through from Hitfon. So a close game now. It was looking like the Sentinel team was going to run away with it. Now we just have a one-point game with just over 1 minute left.
like we've been saying the whole cast, get control of that school side, you're going to have an opportunity to score, and that is exactly what they did. They were able to take in the 2-point play. It wasn't easy. There were some gunfights that had to be win to get it, but they sure enough did get that. Now let's go on board with Beyond. He's going to be the ball carrier, and it looks like they're going to have, if he can go for the 1 here, no, he's going to go for the 2. 2 points for Beyond, and now it is going to be 4-3 with 45 seconds left in this first half of Detroit Uplink.
Great example of what happens when you get some school control. You've been losing the whole game, and then now what happens? You see that toss for some yardage all the way down. Sentinel trying to get that ball deep in the Atlas base. However, Atlas is going to reset it. Very smart play there. You see that? Oh, now they're going to actually get the ball. Oh, no. He choked 2 resets. Cornier is going to get the ball, going for the 2-point play, and that's going to put them in the lead with just 20 seconds. Dirk, take it away.
That was so clutch by Cornier. Was able to pick up that kill on Hipfon, who was about to reset the ball. Got the kill just in time, so the ball stayed down, picked it up, dove it in for 2. Now 5-4. We have 5 seconds left, and this looks like it is definitely going to go in favor of the Puckett squad. So on the bad side, they were able to take the lead in this first half. That is shocking.
And you love that play at the end, just advancing the ball for yardage, making sure that the Atlas team has no chance of making any comeback in this game. Great
All right, guys,
game.
I'm going to stop you there, but honestly, I don't have enough feedback yet. You guys are doing great, so I want you to go for another 2 minutes here on the second side.
Can I quickly give some input?
Yes.
So far you guys are doing some great content in terms of the analysis, but you're missing a lot of the key moments in the game. There's been a couple of points in the game where someone scored a 2-point play or a 1-point play, and you haven't addressed it until after it's happened. So just try and get a little bit more play-by-play.
2 minutes to bring the
Your
hype.
analysis
Yeah.
is great, though.
Keep it going, boys. Someone kick us off.
All right, Dirk, take us away.
All right, I will, and let's go ahead and jump on board the ball carrier. It's going to be Proxerity. Now, remember, they are on the considered good side, so they're able to do work on that first side. Let's see if they can transition to this one. I could really expect them, if any, the first half has to speak for anything. I could really expect them to pull away with this one.
All right, so 2 down, just a couple of seconds go for Atlas. Now we're going to jump on here with Cornier. He's got no secondary on, just a knife right now, and trying to, again, slay out, get control of this middle of the map. It's so important. Also, like we said, when you see what happens when you get school control, very easy 2-point play for the Atlas on the first side. Let's see if they can do the same thing now going the other way, Dirk.
Yeah, definitely. Let's go ahead and jump over the ball carrier. It's going to be Damon. He's just going to go ahead and try to throw it towards this green side. Smart play by him. Going to reset the armor. He's just going to pick it up. Heading into green right now. They are on this left side, and they're kind of swarmed. If you do look at the map, all the players quickly realize that. He's going to get the juke, going up for the jump. Trying to go for the 1-point play. He is going to miss just by a hair, and the ball is sitting right by that pickup truck. Who is going to be there to pick it up? It is going to be Shadow, and they're going to go for that reset.
Yeah, very smart play there. Just get the ball out. It's way too far in your base. Get the reset, get control of the middle of the map here, and then try and go from there. Right now, we're continuing to see Oracle absolutely dominate. So far, 20-13, about halfway through, or just a little bit under halfway through this second side. Proxerity now has the ball. He's pushing through middle school, and like we said, if you don't have a lead blocker there, it's going to be very tough when your only weapon is the satellite drone. Now Beyond resets that satellite drone back to the middle there.
Yeah, so Hipfon going to be in control of the ball. Is going to get taken out right there by Oracle. So nice kill by him. Let's go ahead and jump on board with Oracle. I'm going to stay on board. And he's going to be using the bow, sitting inside of this parking garage area. He's going to have a teammate picking out the ball. And like we said, it's crucial that you have your players in front of you to try to get it. Smart play there, trying to throw the ball so he can get out his main gun. Beyond going to get him with a nice hit. But Oracle trying to do some slaying work in here. I mean, he's doing a very good job in the slaying department. 23-13. Pick up a nice kill there to stop that play. Can he get the 2? No, he is not. He's going to pick up the assist there. And so far, no scores, and we're already 2 minutes into this game.
All right, I think we're going to call it there, guys. Great freaking cast.
Yeah.
I love this duo already. I paired you two up together for a reason, because you both had really strong play-by-play. I wanted to see how would you work alongside another play-by-play caster. I did it with Fwiz for the multiple championship final calls. I do it with Maven, now also Ben, and I will take pure play-by-play at times when he's not doing analysis. So I think that you guys both passed my test. Let's start with Gizmo. Gizmo, very small error at the start. OBG instead of OBJ.
Right,
just
yeah.
a few really small things, but you never let it throw you off. You just kept going with it. And I was really impressed by your transitions. Whenever I put you guys in a neutral situation, you took the reins there and you threw it to Dirk instantly. You made a decision, you stepped up first, and that's something that I'm always looking for, is who is going to be kind of that alpha in the cast. So really good stuff really across from you the whole time. One issue is when you were mentioning, I'm on board with some guy, he has a knife as a secondary. That is kind of a non-factor. You're kind of expecting that from a battle player in most situations, especially uplink. But really, I didn't have too many knocks other than that. I think both of you missed out on Proxarity opening up 7-1. And really, when you see someone opening up that hot with a great defense, protecting the goal at the start, I think you guys missed out. But the reason you missed out on that is you were kind of having a knowledge off. You're trying to throw in as much analysis as possible. Honestly, I gave you a B+ across the board. Few small blips, but I was very impressed with your play-by-play.
Thank you.
I mean, I agree. I think it was pretty solid all around from both people. I think at the beginning, we didn't really know who we were watching for maybe the first 45 seconds, a minute. I remember I saw you drive, and I was like, where is Ben going with this? I really don't know.
Yeah,
but other than that, I think it was good. I was actually kind of shocked Gizmo with some analysis. I expect him to kind of really be straight play-by-play, but he did a really good job with the analysis.
I was really impressed by the analysis. And at the half, kind of when we came back and I gave that a little bit of input, trying to do a little bit more play-by-play, especially when there's a key moment in the game. Do the analysis after that, especially in a game type like Uplink. You get a 2-point score, that's a pretty big deal. You want to do the play-by-play then, and then analyze how that 2-point play went through. That's the great thing about, when you see, for example, like Chris and Matt cast together. Chris will do the play-by-play on the 2-point play, then Matt will analyze exactly how that happened. And for the last 2 minutes, you did just that. And it was honestly, I'm going to say it, you may disagree with me, but I think that's the best cast that we've seen on this show so far.
Yeah.
I would agree.
Definitely.
That was really that strong. Both of you, pat yourselves on the back. That was really good.
Definitely should both be in your fan running. If you guys aren't hashtagging either of these names at the end, I think you might be making a mistake, but a very strong start. Let's take it over to Jamie. Jamie, kind of same thing with Gizmo. You guys focused a lot on throwing out the knowledge bombs at the start, spread those out through your cast, but you're really just going to kind of see what your partner's doing and replicate that in a lot of situations. I think a more experienced caster would maybe hold something, but I'm sure you just didn't want him to say it before you did. So I'll forgive that. Where you kind of fell off were there was a few situations where you had the wording wrong in popular phrases like tag on, another point, it's tack on. Just a few situations like that. I also saw you saying right there a lot. And this is an issue that happens with every single caster. For me, it was all right. All right was my word to kind of just give myself a pause, move into the next sentence. Right there was kind of your word. And Fwizz's, it used to be right now. The way I solved this was I wrote that word out on a index card in front of them, and I put a big X through it. I think if you put right there on an index card in front of you and you're looking down throughout your cast, you're not going to be saying right there very often. So that was really just one small knock on your pacing and your common phrases. So something to think about moving forward. But just like with Gizmo, you brought the energy. You knew when things were happening. You were always following the objective very well. You were calling out players properly. You didn't get the teams confused very much. Out of the two of you, I thought you did a better job of following Puckett's team, Mr. X's team versus the Atlas and the Sentinel. And that's going to be really big at the next level because you're going to want to tell the audience who Mr. X's team is playing as, but you want to refer to them as Mr. X's team or Optic Gaming or Envy as opposed to Atlas Sentinel. So really good job across the board. I do have to say, out of the two of you, voice-wise, I thought Gizmo was a little bit smoother. You're going to continue to improve your voice. I've listened to some of your old stuff. You're already much better than the last time I listened to you. So really good job. Continue improving, man. Really strong cast from you.
Thank you.
I think the only thing that I can say for Jamie is that, the drone versus the ball thing. Again,
lots of ball.
Lots of ball. Just got to get in that habit of just calling it the drone. It was really difficult for me, you, all of us. I remember, Columbus Open, it was drone, 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 drone.
Every single time you said ball, you kind of jabbed someone in the shoulder.
You kind of looked at the
not
other
a ball,
person like,
drone.
it's not a ball, that's a drone. So just kind of drill that into your mind. But I thought it was a great cast overall.
Again,
thank you.
I agree with what both Matt and Chris said. You guys, standout performance. Although, I didn't do this yesterday, but I'm going to do it with you right now. Jamie, here's a question for you. What did Gizmo do wrong?
What did Gizmo do wrong?
Yes.
Oh, God. You're putting me on the spot.
Don't take it easy on me.
I'm just trying to think, when I'm in the moment of casting, it's not a whole lot. I remember the other casters kind of go off each other, but I
can tell him if he needs help. If he needs a lifeline.
You can go ahead if you want to say something. I can maybe it'll come to mind.
No, that's not how that question works. Nothing?
I think maybe for him as well as me, we did a lot of analysis. Like you said, we're kind of just flooding it. So maybe cut back on the analysis just a tad bit and focus on the play-by-play more and just not like overfill it, kind of like you guys are saying. But that's really the only thing I can think of off the top of my head.
All right, good answer. Gizmo, same question to you, but you cannot answer with "we did a lot of analysis."
Okay, so something that he needs to improve on.
Yeah, what did Jamie do wrong? What kind of threw you off when you were casting together?
Probably, and it's not a huge thing, but you guys just said it, and I'm trying to break the habit of saying ball. So when he would say ball, it would like be a red flag right in my brain, and I'm trying to think about calling it satellite drone. And if I'm thinking about something else, then I'm not focusing enough on the game. So again, it's a small thing. But I want to thank him and use this as a time to say thank you, because this is my first time casting live, and he made it very, very easy on me. Yeah, the submission was my first time ever doing it. I think it was my second or third try. So this one, you guys paired me up with a person that really, really helped me.
This is adorable.
He made it very easy.
It's like a love story. We just need a heart to come up. But in all seriousness, you guys did a fantastic job. Honestly, if you're not in the top 2 today, I'd be pretty surprised. Who knows what else could happen, though?
That was an insanely good cast to start the show. Thank you to both of our casters. We'll let you guys go now. The next group is going to be coming up soon here, but real quick, reflecting back after watching 5 casting pairs, why was this group so much stronger than what we saw on day 1, Matt?
For me, it was just smooth.
Yeah.
And nobody really talking over each other, nobody trying to do too much. I think a lot of the other pairs, they kind of got caught in, okay, this is a competition. I need to do more than the other person. It's not about doing more than the other person. It's about just putting out something good.
I love the transitions. The transitions were so key. They obviously took what we were talking about yesterday and really hammered that one home. There was no talking over each other. The only time it happened was kind of in the acceptable times, where someone gets a 2-point play and they're like, yeah, or, oh, good play. You know, there's small times in the game where that's actually acceptable, and I'm really impressed by that cast. That was really good.
Now, if you had to pick one to go through, say neither of them gets picked by the fans tonight, and we have to pick one, who are you leaning towards right now? Because I'll tell you mine first. I'm going with Gizmo.
I knew you were
and Gizmo, I really liked his voice. I thought they were very similar in play-by-play. I think Gizmo, he mentioned that was just his first cast.
Yep.
I think NA Regionals, if that's just his first cast, that experience alone, he's going to be
by the end of the week
growing so quickly. But just based on today, he had stronger camera presence. He's funny. And really, he took charge, and that's what I'm looking for.
Okay. Solid answer. Matt, what about you?
I would tend to agree with Chris. Think slightly, though.
So close. It's like 100 to 95 at this point,
right. I was really impressed with Jamie. I'm not going to lie. I thought Jamie was very, very easy to listen to. A couple of things which were a little bit shaky, but maybe nerves come into that a little bit. Probably lean maybe a little more towards Gizmo. Just a tad. Just a shaving. But, I mean, I'm thinking very, very much more. Not like a 4% that you are or whatever. I'm thinking like this is just a 1%. I think that's going to have to be a fan vote.
These guys are awesome. Best of luck to both of them, but we still have 4 more contestants, as well as our announcement. Yesterday, we did the MLG Scuff Pro Pack.
We didn't
It was a special prize. My social media guy contacted me late last night. He said, listen, I got a bunch of people that all had the right answer, or they all were participating throughout the whole show. So we went back and went through a bunch of timelines. We picked one lucky winner. It's an MLG superfan who watches all of our shows. We'll tell you who it is after this.